पुण्याची अनेक प्रकारे ओळख आपण करून देऊ शकतो. विद्येचं माहेरघर असे आपण पुण्याला म्हणतो. सांस्कृतिक राजधानी म्हणूनही आपण पुण्याचा उल्लेख केला जातो. शिवाय मोस्ट लिव्हेबल सिटी म्हणून सातत्याने गेले 3 वर्ष या देशामध्ये पहिला आणि दुसरा क्रमांक आपण सातत्याने राखून आहोत.
In spite of being the city of choice for many, Pune's success brought with it challenges which are quite formidable. Its rapid growth has led to a huge rise in vehicular ownership and emissions. Speaking of numbers, Pune has the most number of two-wheelers and the second highest in four-wheelers. 4.1 million vehicles for a population of 3.4 million is not only unequal but has led to scary levels of pollution which are way above the WHO guidelines. Pollution in any form has only one result. It depletes the quality of human life. The worrisome fact is that the elderly and children are the worst affected.
खरं तर निमित्त झालं ब्लूमबर्ग माध्यमातून होणारी जागतिक स्तरावरची ग्लोबल मेयर चॅलेंज स्पर्धा आणि त्यातून सहभागी होत असताना आम्ही इलेक्ट्रिक व्हेकल हा विषय घेऊन याच्यामध्ये सहभागी झालो. या शहरातली सार्वजनिक वाहतूक व्यवस्था ही इलेक्ट्रिक बसेसच्या माध्यमातून सक्षम करण्यासाठी म्हणून जवळपास 600 बसेसचं नियोजन आपण केले. आता 150 बसेस या रस्त्यावरती धावत आहेत.
To check the citizens' willingness to adapt to EV, a survey was conducted among 1,000 people. The findings led to a significant step ahead. A formal EV department was formed.
I am aware of the incentives given by central and state government for purchasing EVs. I think financial support is an important aspect.
But there is definitely a need for developing the charging infrastructure for electric vehicles.
I've been using public transportation for a few years now, and I do believe that PMPML electric buses have the ability to rejuvenate the public transportation in Pune. And the buses are actually quite comfortable and also are noise-free.
I'm very excited about electric mobility, and I'm definitely planning to buy an electric vehicle in near future.
I do take pride in using a form of transportation that helps make my city greener and cleaner.
Pune city is taking this huge step towards formation of EV cell, and how do we gear up the city to have more number of electric vehicles in the city is what we are looking forward to this EV cell.
स्वतंत्र व्यवस्था, स्वतंत्र यंत्रणा ही केवळ आणि केवळ फक्त या शहरातली इलेक्ट्रिक व्हेकलला चालना देणं, ती समृद्ध करणं आणि त्याच्यामध्ये अधिक काम करणे यासाठी आता आम्ही चालू केलेली आहे.
The failure of initial pilots, high cost of adoption, inadequate infrastructure, low awareness, and many such problems were discussed at length with the industry.
या शहरातील नागरिक असतील, इलेक्ट्रिक व्हेकलसाठी काम करणारी इंडस्ट्री असेल, त्याच्यातल्या काम करणाऱ्या अनेक वेगवेगळ्या संस्था असतील, या सगळ्यांना एकत्र करून आम्ही आता याच्यामध्ये काम करतो. यांचा सहभाग याच्यामध्ये कसा असेल हे सुद्धा आम्ही पाहतोय.
They have really called industry specialists out here to discuss the microest level points which needs to be covered into the master plan that they are planning out.
EV cell is something that can that listens to all these issues.
We will help partnering with the EV cell for awareness and training programs which could be theoretical and practical at our premises.
Sustainable and functional charging setup for the city, and it will eventually help the citizens of the city to have a better infrastructure to work upon.
महाराष्ट्र इलेक्ट्रिक वाहन जे धोरण आहे 2021चं त्याप्रमाणे 25% वाहनं ही शहरातली इलेक्ट्रिक वाहनं असावेत, यासाठी सुद्धा आता आपण प्रयत्न करतोय.
We do see a lot of change in Indian cities where people are slowly transiting from fossil fuel vehicles to EV vehicles.
We're an institute that looks at the environmental perspective of the EV industry, where we try and help them decarbonize at every stage of its life. So how EVs are manufactured, how the charging network is built up, and how we can dispose EVs at the end of its life to minimize the environmental impact. So this is the perspective that we bring into the EV industry.
A holistic action plan was formed based on discussions between the Commissioner's office, reactions of the industry and the citizens. Educating citizens, reaching out to them, hearing them, solving their queries and many other steps to create the best infrastructure have been taken by the EV cell.
We understand the need or understand what are the asks of different stakeholders. Pune city will be the first of its kind to have this EV cell in place, and EV transformation will have a very smooth transition.
The EV cell along with the EV readiness plan will be aiming to fast track the EV deployment in the city of Pune and help the industry in on-ground implementation of their pilots as well as projects.
So overall, we are looking out for this movement in the point of view of air pollution and also towards reducing our carbon emissions as well. So we do see that in future, when more number of electric vehicles come on the road, air quality of the city will also improve.
Pune city plans to become the first EV ready city of India. We are hoping that Pune could lead the transition of the mobility ecosystem in the country.